slogan, I think it's fitting, seeing that Mount Gay Rum is the first brand of rum ever created, making us #1. It's a rum that has been produced right here on the island of Barbados since 1703. And we say 1703 because that is when there was first written proof of regular distillation on the plantation, which was found in the north of the island. Now, over the years, we've had a number of owners, the first of them being William Sandiford. When he died from something other than rum, of course, yeah? His son inherited the entire plantation, but he sold it. He sold it to a family with a last name that you should never really associate with rum. The Sober family. The Sobers, they lived in England, which meant they needed someone here on the island to make sure everything ran the way it should on the plantation. And that's where their family friend, Sir John Gay Alleyne, came into the picture. He was an eminent Barbadian, a parliamentarian, and he did such a great job that when he died in 1801, the family decided to honor him. And they did this by naming the plantation after him. As you heard me say, Sir John Gay Alleyne, 2 last names. There was already a Mount Alleyne here on the island. Wouldn't really make sense to have 2 of them. So they opted for the second last name, which was Gay. And that is how we got our name, Mount Gay Rum. The Mount came about because anything over 50 feet in Barbados was considered. Now in 1918, Aubrey F. Ward, he bought the entire rum plantation, and he became associates with this chap right here, John F. Hudson, a guy considered to be a marketing whiz of the 20th century. The other individual, who is not pictured on the wall, John W. Brown. So these guys, they came together, they got talking, and they created Mount Gay Distilleries Limited. And this was in the year of 1925. Today, Mount Gay is distributed to over 80 territories worldwide. In 1989, we became a part of Remy Cointreau's International Wines and Spirits Group. So here to my right, you can see a photograph of a guy considered to have the best job here at Mount Gay. Any guesses? Oh, that's the head tour guy, man. You're right, man. The taster, the master blender, Mr. Alan Smith. So it's up to Alan to make sure that you have perfection in every bottle of Mount Gay. And Alan has been with the company since 1991. In 2009, he gave us 1703 Old Cask Selection. And within a week of being released, it went to #1. As we go on, I'll tell you a bit more about it. Here, you can see portraits of 4 Barbadians. Well, we say Bajans. Bajans, who I like to think represent Barbados on a whole. So these will be all of the people that you come into contact with while you're here on the island. They could be providing you with a service or just greeting you with some nice Bajan hospitality. I also didn't want these guys to be just faces on the wall, so I decided to give them some life. I call him Tom Cruise, the taxi driver. Yeah, we got Brad Pitt, the cane cutter. This is Angelina Jolie, the owner of the rum shop, and he is simply known as the guy. He is the guy with the look that knows rum. Just take a look into his eyes. Right now, he's actually daring you to ask him anything at all about rum because he knows that he can answer it. Yeah. Here at the bottom, you can see our tricentennial rum. It was released in 2003 to commemorate our 300th anniversary. It sold for 600 Barbados dollars a bottle, and that is actually the last one of them. This year, we are celebrating our 310th anniversary, and we're going to be doing something very special for that as well. So if you take a look over here, you can see various aspects of our culture associated with Mount Gay rum. At the top, you have a rum shop, a popular game played in rum shops, dominoes, and this is a part of our festival, Crop Over. Crop Over, which celebrates the end of the crop season. This is Canoeing Day, the climax of that festival. It's a public holiday, everyone gets dressed up in their costumes, having a lot of fun with what in hand? Mount Gay rum, yeah? Now along with these, we also have a very strong bond with the seafaring community. Each year, we sponsor over 120 regattas worldwide. Cowsby, US, Sydney, Hobart, just to name a few. And there is a way to identify anyone who has ever taken part in a Mount Gay sponsored regatta. It is known as the Red Cap. Now these caps, they got to be earned. The most outstanding sailors are the ones who usually receive the caps. On the caps, you're going to find the name of the regatta and also the year of the regatta. As I just said, they got to be earned. So it's a waste of time going into the gift shop asking if you can purchase one, because it can't happen. As they say, they are for sailing, not for sale. And over here, you can see the sailors are, of course, sporting the red cap. So you guys are following me so far?
Yeah.
Any questions? All right, from here, I'm going to take you guys to watch a film which will basically tell you about rum production.